This conference will now be recorded.
See, so we face some issues related to money market instrument. That means after completion of the money market concept in the configuration side, we are about to start with end user activity. But due to some technical reasons, so we drag the session. Because of this reason, what I'm doing is I'm going to reinstall all the applications once again, and I'm going to perform the end user activities. So from my side, as well as the sim file also, I need to re-update once again. Because of this, I changed the plan like this. So today we are going to finish up with foreign exchange configuration and then securities, trade finance. That means by Wednesday, I'm going to complete the configuration up to trade finance. Treasury part means money market, forex, securities, and trade finance. So we are going to come across with the end user activities on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and we are going to finish up the treasury part by the end of this week. After finishing the treasury part, so we required 1 week in order to discuss with risk management and also the cash management powered by him. So like this, these 2 weeks, I'm going to cover the concepts. So let's come to the today's topic. I hope you have done the configuration related to money market instrument. Is that right? Raju?
I have not done that configuration, but I have seen that videos.
Okay. So you understand the flow cycle of concept of money market instrument, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, why I ask this question, the reason behind this concept is when you are talking about foreign exchange or a securities or trade finance. So in these concepts, I explained that previously also. In these concepts, the flow concept doesn't change. Say, for example, if you talk about money market instrument, we discuss about product type. So like that, we discuss about transaction type. So flow type, condition type. So we discuss about organizational setting, transaction authorization, payment management, accounting. These flows doesn't change. Flow cycle is always same. But product to product, the configuration is get changed. So when you are coming to the foreign exchange concept here, first of all, I will show the flow cycle and then I will come to the concept. When we are discussing with this concept, if you compare with existing product, say for example, existing product is only money market we have discussed. So while we are discussing with foreign exchange, if we compare with the existing product of money market, then it is very easy to understand only in the flow cycle, not according to the concept. Concept is always different. So let's take like this. So I'm going to take two screens. So let's open like this. Go to Pro, open your project. So here under financial supply chain management, treasury and risk management, transaction manager, money market, transaction manager, and general settings. So when you are coming to the foreign exchange also, if you go to financial supply chain management, treasury and risk management, transaction manager, foreign exchange. Flow cycle doesn't change. See here, in the money market, you discuss with product type. Now also we are going to discuss with product type, like the transaction type, flow type. But when you are coming to the money market, we have a condition types. So that means the expectation of above the capital appreciation. So normally what we are expecting in money market is nominal interest and full repayment on maturity. But foreign exchange is a direct investment. So there is no condition types like this. Hello? Yes? Yes, Vinay? Already I joined in the call only.
Sir, are you going to explain every product features like commercial paper and
Just
uh,
1 second. 1 second. Let me. Yes. So I had sent the screenshot. No, we are in this class. I am in the session. Three nine 393 972 493. I had already sent last time. So that is the reason I did not send again. No, that link only. So even Raju also connected with the same link. Same meeting invite we are going to use from starting. That is the reason I send a copy also. Same. See, I'm sending a screenshot. Now you connected.
You are on that line only. Have you already started or what?
Yeah, just now only I started.
Okay.
Let me continue. Okay. See, in the money market concept, I had explained one product. So what you need to do is, let us start with that product and configure your system. So once you configure with the one product, automatically you can understand with the next product. So that means for each topic we require one product is required. Okay. Then when you are coming to the foreign exchange concept, the concept wise flow cycle doesn't change. Always it is remain constant. This word I told you while I'm explaining the money market also. Here in money market, you have taken product type, transaction type, flow type, condition types. When you are coming to the foreign exchange also, product type, transaction type, flow type, condition types is not there. Why? Because is in money market, the expectation, that means what we are expecting from the additional of capital appreciation is known as condition. So in money market, we require nominal interest and full repayment on maturity as a condition. But in foreign exchange, it's not like that, because foreign exchange is a direct investment. So we are directly investing into the market and we are directly selling into the market. Then when you are coming to the general settings, so here organizational settings, transaction management setting, correspondence, payment management, accounting. The same concepts repeat here: organization, transaction management, correspondence, payment management, and accounting. But addition to this, we have one more concept is there, which is called market data management. Because in the money market instrument, we are not going to take market prices into consideration. But when you are coming to the foreign exchange, or when you are talking about securities or trade finance, we are going to take the market prices into consideration. So this is an additional step which we did not discuss in money market point of view. Now let us come to the concept. So first of all, before
Hey,
moving into the
Aditya,
yes,
what we can do is, first of all, we should finish that, the money market, whatever.
This conference will now be recorded.
so before moving into the concept, let's go to tools, customization, IMG, project administration. Open your project, the existing project only, no need to create a new project. So TRL9. Go to specify scope, financial supply chain management, treasury and risk management, transaction manager, foreign exchange, transaction manager, product type, then transaction types, then flow type, close this. General valuation class, then go to general settings. So general settings is quite common, no need to reselect it once again. So but in correspondence activities, define correspondence activities for Forex. Now close this, click enter, save it. Generate project img. Close it. Now come back to stroke. You already added the project, no need to add once again. Open the project. Transaction manager, foreign exchange, transaction management, product types. Now recollect money market instruments once. In the money market instrument, while we are going to define the product, we have a product category. So how many product categories are there, Vinayak, in money market? Tell me 2 or 3. Raju? In money market, what are the product categories available? Okay. So in money market instrument, we have different product categories are available, such as for fixed term deposit, commercial paper, certificate of deposit, deposit notice, so foreign trade deposit. But nature of the product is always same. So full repayment on maturity and also nominal interest. So when you are coming to the foreign exchange, you don't have product categories because this is a direct investment. So let's execute the defined product type. Go to new entries, create one product. Let's say FRX, Forex. If you click F4 in the product category, you cannot find any product category. Only one it is there, called foreign exchange. Then here there is a settlement is there. Okay, what is a settlement first of all? So when you are talking about money market instrument, this point is not there. Settlement concept is not there. Why? Because is in money market instrument, you don't have risk. So directly you can invest and directly you can borrow. So that means we don't have any risk in money market instruments. So risk management is not applicable for money market instruments. But when you are coming to the foreign exchange, we have a risk is there because it's completely dependent on market prices. Because of this, they had given 2 types of options. One is physical exercise, cash settlement. So if you say physical exercise, meaning that when you are going to take the same product under risk management applications to deviate the risk of investment, then we need to say physical exercise. So directly we are not going to post the transaction with this product in foreign exchange if you take it under risk management. So but if you are going to take the foreign exchange instrument for posting purpose, directly you are posting without risk management. So in that case, we are going to use as cash settlement. So directly we are buying, directly we are selling. Save it. Because in the risk management, if you see, there is a concept called derivatives. The value which is derived from the underlying instrument is known as derivatives. So why we are using derivatives means to deviate the risk of investment. So in such a case, if the underlying instrument is a foreign exchange, then we need to take this product under physical exercise and we need to update this into the derivatives. That means directly you are not buying. So you are buying under the option of derivatives. But when you take cash settlement, directly we are investing. So that is the reason, you, as per your requirement, if you are not using your product for risk management, then we need to select cash settlement. If you are using the foreign exchange product for risk management, then we need to select physical exercise. Come back. Then come to transaction types. Again, go back to money market instrument. When you are talking about money market instrument, we have only one number range is there. See here. We have only one number range. Actually, this number range is applicable to transaction number range. Here also we have the same defined number ranges for transaction, but addition to this we have number ranges for underlying transaction is also there. Again, why they are given two options means, if you are taking your product for only posting purpose, directly we are investing and directly we are selling, then we need to take defined number ranges for transactions. If you are taking your product for risk management applications, through risk management you are posting, then we need to take the number ranges for underlying transaction. So right now we need to select with number range for transaction. Execute, take your company code. Change intervals, number from number to number. Save it. Then again come back. No need to take underlying transaction at this moment. At the time of risk management, we are going to use it. Now come to defined transaction types. In money market also we have defined transaction types is there. But in money market, we are investing or we are borrowing. Only two types of transactions which we commonly see. So if the company is a trading company, then we are investing. If the company is a service industry, then we are borrowing. But when you are coming to the foreign exchange, it's not like that. Yeah, there is a different types of transaction types are there. In fact, total 6 types of transaction types are there, such as spot transaction, forward transaction, premature settlement, then netting, as well as fixing transaction. So total 6 types of is there. So what you need to do is define transaction types here. So you can copy or you can directly go to new entries. Take your product type. Then number 101 spot transaction. Then what is a spot transaction? So if you are taking the current price as per the market condition, then we call it as spot transaction. Simply we can say in our user language, we can say buy transaction. On the spot you are buying. So transaction category, click F4 here. You can find 600 because the product category is 600. Under this you can find only one, Forex transaction. Transaction number range, processing category, what you want to perform in front end application. Click F4 here, 600. Order, contract and settlement you required, or order contract only you want to create, or fixing and contract you want to create, or fixing contract and settlement you want to create, or order, contract and fixing you want to create, or you want to perform all. Let's say I want to perform all. Automatic posting and release confirmation, automatic settlement on counter confirmation, and select this spot transaction only if the transaction type is spot. Limit group Forex. Save this. Then number 2, copy this, forward transaction. No need to change anything. Uncheck spot transaction. So forward transaction in the sense, let's say some companies, what they will do is they will buy the foreign exchange. So in between the buyer and seller, there is an agreement is there. Say for example, I'm going to give the salaries to my employees for the next 30 days. So what I will do is, as per the today's market condition, I am going to agree with the seller. So who is selling this foreign exchange? The price is constant. So after 1 month, I'm going to settle the price. So directly now, I'm not going to purchase right now itself. So what I am doing today, I'm going to agree with one price, and that price is applicable at the time of purchase of the foreign exchange. So at such a situation, we need to use forward transaction, meaning that the buyer and seller is going to agree in a contract called forward rate agreement. So whatever the price we are going to fix as on the today's date, that price is applicable even after 30 days of the duration. So in such a case, we need to use forward as a transaction, not spot. You are not taking the current price into the market. Save it. Then 3. Premature settlement. What is this premature settlement? So let's say you posted one forward transaction, and in the forward transaction, buyer and seller agreed the price for next 30 days. They agreed the price for certain point of price as per the foreign exchange. So the seller is going to sell on or before the due date. In that case, it is called premature settlement. So that means the settlement will be done on or before the maturity date period was exceeded. So that means next month is the 30 days is the duration. So the seller is going to sell the foreign exchange on or before the due date is known as premature settlement. Click enter, save it. In the point of forward transaction or premature settlement, the current market price is applicable, but the fluctuation of the foreign exchange doesn't applicable. Only in spot transaction, the fluctuations will be applicable. Again, copy it. 4. Let's say fixing. Then what is fixing? So in the spot transaction, we are going to take the price as per the market condition. So when you are talking about forward transaction, so we are going to take the market price into consideration, but the price is applicable for next 30 days. When you are coming to the fixing transaction, you are going to fix the standard price for your currency conversion. The same price is applicable whenever you buy, whenever you sell. This is only applicable when we are working with trading activities, not for regular foreign exchange instruments. Save it. Then again come back, copy it. Netting. This is for accounting. So like this, we have different types of transaction types is there. Now, in this transaction types, if you see, we have different types of transaction types are there. So when you are talking about fixing, especially, what I said, the price is fixed constant for a certain period of time. So with the currency conversion, in this case, we need to fix the price. So to fix the price, come back once again, assign fixing spreads, take your product type, transaction type. Only for the fixing transaction type, this rule is applicable. Lead currency, following currency, Whether this price is applicable for both buy and sell, yes, then leave blank. So if only purchase price is applicable, then select purchase. If sale is applicable, only select sale. I am selecting both purchase and sell. Say for example 67 and exchange rate type as M. That means whenever I use my product FRX and if I use the transaction type as fixing, whether I buy or sell, the price is constant for USD to INR as 67. So this is not applicable as per the market prices. Save it. Then again come back. Close it. Now come to flow types. So in money market also we have discussed about flow type. A flow type is a tool which is used to transfer the data from financial instrument of treasury to other flows such as cash flow or else profit and loss, position management, so whatever it may be. So now also we have a flow type. Execute here. Define flow types for transactions. Here if you see, buy foreign exchange, sell foreign exchange. Only two things are there. What you need to do is assign flow type to transaction types. Take your product type, transaction type. See, we have total 5 types of transaction types we have taken. 5 into 2. Each and every transaction type has a buy and sell. So total 10 times it will repeat. 101 spot transaction, buy flow type, like that, sell flow type, like that. 102 buy foreign exchange, sell foreign exchange. Again select buy foreign exchange, sell foreign exchange, like that. Buy foreign exchange, sell foreign exchange. Buy foreign exchange, sell foreign exchange. Now FRX. So if you see, product is always one. So we have transaction type as spot transaction and the spot transaction as buy flow type, sell flow type. Like that forward transaction. So buy flow type, sell flow type. Premature settlement, buy flow type, sell flow type. Fixing, buy flow type, sell flow type. Netting, buy flow type and sell flow type. So total 10 times it will repeat. Product is always one, but the transaction types is different. And each transaction type consists of buy and sell. Save it. Come back. Now we define the product type, we define the transaction type, we define the flow types. Go to general settings. Organizational setting. We already maintained the calculation indicator, company code settings as well as portfolio. No need to repeat this concept once again. So you can skip the organizational settings. Come to transaction management settings. This is for authorization workflow. It is a product dependent again. Define field selection. New entries. Check your product type. Company code. Select it.
Okay, can't see your screen. I got it is stuck.
Raju, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I am able to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
then
it is stuck. I cannot see. Just it is stuck to that particular screen. Yeah, now I can see.
so select your product type. Go to assignment to transaction types, new entries. We have 6 types of transaction types are there. 101, 102, 103, 104, sorry, 105. 5. Now again select each and every transaction type. Go to assignment to activity category. What activity you want to perform? If you take a company code, product type and transaction type as spot transaction. So I want to perform contract. I want to create a contract settlement like that, fixing settlement. So neither I can create a contract nor I can create a fixing, and I want contract settlement and fixing settlement. So what is this means? If you go to front end application ftr underscore create, you can find. So you can create an order, or you can create a contract, or you can create a fixing with the combination of company code, product type and transaction. Save it. Like that for rest of things also. Forward transaction, I can create a contract, I can perform with contract settlement. Then again come back, premature settlement. I can create a contract, I can do contract settlement. Then again come back, fixing, I can create a contract, I can create a contract settlement. Netting, I can create a contract, I can create a contract settlement. Now come back. Let's say in our company there are 5 people who are working with foreign exchange. Each person is working with the same product, but transaction type is different. Say Mr. Aditya is working with spot transaction and Vinayak is working with forward transaction. So like that, Raju is working with premature settlement. So if you want to maintain like that, go to release, just copy workflow template, define standard role, don't change the role, execute, create. Treasury workflow, Forex, deal 1, product type, transaction type, current approval level 1, release approval level 1, and company code. There is only one person. Approval level means only one person. Save it. Come back. Select this. Insert agent assignment. User. In our system, ADCF 101 to 110, we have the users. Assign it. So he is the responsible person for spot transaction. Like that, create. Transaction type, current approval level 1, release approval level 1, company code, save. User. So he is the responsible person for premature settlement. So like this, you can create n number of transaction authorizations, or else you can give all the authorizations only to one user. Product type 101 to 105. So this approval level is 1. It is approval level 1 company code. This person has all the rights to use all the products. Like this, you can manage the flow. Come back, close it. Now go to correspondence activities. Define correspondence activities for foreign exchange. Take your company code, new entries. Take your product category, that is always 600. Transaction type, product type, 101. Activity category. When I create a contract with spot transaction and expecting some correspondence, deal with FX. Like this, we can assign the correspondence. For the time being, I'm going to assign only for one contract spot transaction. I'm assigning. Close it. So that means if you are familiar with money market, it is so easy to understand. Then payment management. No need to disturb the payment management because payment management is always one-time setup with the company code and also the current account. Go to accounting directly, organization. So this valuation area, accounting code and valuation area is also same. Don't need to disturb this also. Directly go to link to other accounting components. Define account assignment reference determination for OTC transactions. Again, this is product dependent. Click on create. Derivation rule, Forex. Define the derivation. Company code. Then product category. Product type. Then assignment category. Account assignment. Save it. Then go to maintain rule values. Enter your company code. Product category. Product type. And assign the account assignment. Save it. Then come back. Then define account determination. Take your chart of accounts. Directly go to assign GL accounts. No need to do anything. Directly go to GL accounts. New entries. Take the account symbol. Buy foreign exchange. Valuation area. Take the valuation area which already defined. Account assignment model as FX. Currency. Then you require a GL account. What GL account we require? Buy foreign exchange. So when you buy a foreign exchange, whether it is expenditure, it is considered as expenditure or revenue. You buy the foreign exchange.
No, that is expenditure.
In your books of accounts, it's an expenditure, right? So go to
Yes.
FS00, create one, buy foreign exchange, non-operating expenses or incomes, expenses, control data, balance in local currency, short key 001, create bank interest, YB0. Save it. Later you can assign the bank account. Right now it is not required. Like that, when you spend, that means when you buy any foreign exchange, we need to spend the charges or not.
Yes, yes.
We need
There will
to,
be
we need
a
to pay
charge.
charges to trader, right? 206. This is also under non-operating expenses. Forex charges. Control data. Balance in local currency. Short B01. Create bank interest. YB01. Then when you sell a foreign exchange, so it is considered in the books of accounts, it is considered revenue. So 305, it's already there. Non-operating expenses are incomes. Sell forex. Control data. Balance in local currency. Short B01. Create bank interest with YB0. Save. Now come back to account data. GL account which you created. Buy forex. Then account symbol. FX. Sell foreign exchange. Then again charges is also there. So click F4. So if you have a charges, you can maintain. Otherwise, you can directly charge to the bank account. 001 206. So like this, we need to maintain the account determination. Save. Come back. So these are the steps which we commonly use for foreign exchange instrument. But along with this, we have one more concept is there, which is called market data management. So in order to apply that, again, go back to your project once again. Open your project. Scope, specify the scope. Treasury and risk management, basic functions, market data management, master data, currencies. So check rate type, rounding rule, exchange rate. Rounding rule is not required. Exchange rate for currency translation. Then go to manual market data entry, currency, exchange rate. Then go to file interface, source of market data conversion tables. Then data feed, technical settings, define data feed name, RFC connection, define RFC connection and assign RFC connection. Then go to translate tables, define data source for data feed, define currency. Then
The RFC correction is for interface.
yeah, that is for interface purpose.
Okay.
So
And
check
how manually we update the MDM in the system?
master data management.
Yeah.
See, this is what these are the steps which involves in master data management. So one by one you can understand.
Okay.
Once I this you can understand. Okay, the only work which we do not touch is this technical settings. Creation of RFC connection, we don't touch it. The rest of things we need to do
Okay,
it.
so that is only for interface.
Click enter, save it, and run the project once again. Wait. Let me complete that concept also so that we will finish the formats. Open your project. Now I have done the product configuration. That's fine. But if I want to take the market prices directly into the system, so for foreign exchange instrument, what we need to do? So go to financial supply chain management, treasury and risk management, basic functions, market data management. There are 3 points. One is master data, market data entry, and file interface with data feed. Go to master data first. Currencies, check exchange rate. Create one exchange rate that what you want. Don't enter other reference currencies and all these things. Save it. Come back. Then check exchange rates for currency translation. Enter your exchange rate type from USD to INR. Validity date 1:1.
This is the FI table we use, right? OB08.
Yeah, for both FI and also treasury, both are same up to this point. These 2 points are same. Now come to manual market data entry. Currencies. This step is also there in FI. Exchange rate. Validity date. USD. In real time, it is not recommended to enter direct quotation. So only in the training system, we don't have direct connectivity to that third party system. So in such case only enter the discount direct quotation. Don't enter direct quotation in real time. Save it. Then come close this. Now go to file interface. Define source of market data and conversion codes. From which source we are going to take the information? Normally we are going to take the information from 2 database hubs. One is called Bloomberg and that is Thomson Reuters. Enter the data provider, let's say Bloomberg. Conversion keys saved. Then come back. Go to data feed, technical settings. Define data feed name. Again, we need to repeat. Enter data provider. Use log feed activate. Again, come back. Go to RFC connection. Even in training system also, we need to assign a dummy RFC connection here. Assign RFC connection. Enter the data provider. But in real time, the RFC connection is given by the technical team. Synchronize. Description. Destination. Take anything on the training system. Saved. Now come back once. Go to table conversion. Define data source for data feed. Enter the data provider. What data they are providing? They are providing market data. Forex market data. Then again come back. Define currency. So enter the data provider. Click enter. Currency pair USD to INR. Real time conversion. Rate type which you mentioned. Save market data permanently into the system. instrument, currency, data source, Forex, property, currency. So 1:1. Save it. Now check translate table, currencies, data feed name, all, run it. So in the real time, so whenever you do like this, the date, time and value for this currency conversion for the particular currency update, it will gather the information.
So it will come from the folder AL11 and then it will get updated.
No, this is only here only. Check translate tables.
No, but how it will get updated in the system? The suppose the Reuter is the intermediaries sending data of the market exchange rate through some files. So it will get updated in the folder and then how it will get updated in the
So
system?
directly data feed connection, what they will do is they will create a connectivity here. So through RFC connections. So system directly convert this and it will update directly into the exchange pair.
Okay, so in the finance exchange rate, in the OB08, system will directly update those rates.
Yes, because you already connected to the third party system.
Yes, right. But initially the data will come from the third party to our one of the folders, right? In AL11.
That is a very long process. Now you can convert through XIPA interface. So through XIPA interface, directly you can connect to the any market data and you can update that data directly into the treasury management.
Which interface? XIP.
XIPA, exchange and also the interface. XIPA, or you can say XCM, extended communication management.
XCM. Okay.
Okay, now if you use this exchange rate in your currencies, if you use your exchange rate here, so directly the system will update as per the currency translation. So whatever you created, that you can assign. So at the time of posting, the system directly take the market data and it will update. So these are the configurations necessary for foreign exchanges. Now, in the next step, we are going to deal with the very big instruments, which is called securities and trade finance. Securities is most important. Trade finance, some companies they are implementing, some companies they are not implementing. But securities is most important concept. Okay. And this week planned due to some technical issues. So what I will do is first I will cover these topics. Like this, I'm going to finish. Today it is done. So securities, trade finance. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we are going to deal with the configurations. And then I am going to start with money market. And Saturday also, I will take the session and I will end up the treasury part by the end of this week. Once it is end, we require 1 week in order to complete with risk management and also cash management power by hand. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
You're going fast. Actually, can you tell me product-wise the futures? Actually, we are new to this investment. Okay, I don't know what is
What
forward
I told,
and what is spot. What
what I
is
Once if you start with the practice, so you can understand. So then we can discuss.
Okay. Do you have any document for this understanding the product?
It's there.
Hello?
So first of all, let's focus on process flow. Then we can discuss. Okay. Say
You
for
have explained money market. It is good actually, but I didn't understand what is Forex and what is this process on that.
what I am doing, first of all, I'm doing a configuration. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let us
Mm-hmm.
take today's. I created spot transaction. I created forward transaction. I explained about the netting, fixing. Like, in fact, as an ideal man, it's very difficult to understand the terminology. I totally agree with you. But
Mm-hmm.
when we are going to use this transaction type means when at the
Mm-hmm.
point of we are going to use this transaction. For example,
Good.
company code. Okay, you have taken a
Mm-hmm.
product. Now I'm taking spot transaction. So
Okay.
if in practicality what's the spot transaction, then you can understand.
Okay.
Otherwise, you
Actually,
cannot understand. But what I
actually,
am saying is, let us understand the flow cycle first of all. Let's finish the flow cycle. If you are
Mhm.
able to complete the flow cycle, then the discussion is there, which we are going to discuss from end user point.
Okay. Okay. Actually, what you are explained earlier, you have taken one business scenario for fixed deposit. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, the same it will work in Forex other instruments also. Say for example, tomorrow's session. First I will
Mm.
explain in Excel sheet and then I will go to the concept.
Okay.
But
That is
Forex is
good.
not
Actually.
required. That is the reason I did not take the Excel sheet.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
See, for example, today morning, I think today morning only I had explained. 1 second, I will show you. No. See, this is securities. Today morning I had explained. For foreign exchange, we don't require like this. But for securities, we require like this. Okay. Wherever the conceptual explanation is needed, I am going to that.